What's up, guys? Chilling. All right, so I gotta make this video like really quick because I'm like the first person to make these issues about an iPhone, basically, and a lot of people are searching this thing, but unfortunately, they cannot find the answer for that and correct answer and solutions for that. So here I am. So anyway, I'm hoping everybody's being safe out there. It's pretty crazy. So, recently we're noticing this very irritating and the most annoying thing out there in the planet. Probably like the most worst case scenario for, for like even like after like even while on Corona is that your iPhone recently experiencing some really low level brightness, and there's no way you cannot fix it, right? And a lot of you are searching on internet that, hey, how can we fix the scenario? How can we make the brightness for iPhone XR extremely high, like high module, or like how to max it out? Now when you're searching this thing, you're getting all these Indian videos and all these third world countries video. Even in the United States, you're watching these videos that, hey, just turn up the auto brightness, which is the most common for 10 years. And then you're also getting information about go to the accessibility setting. That's on the new update. They shift that over there for reduced brightness. Just turn all of this automatic feature off, and then eventually your brightness just gonna magically show up extreme, like high setting, right? Well, unfortunately, that's incorrect. Okay, it does not work like that. Well, basically, Apple is messing with your head right now, right? And I'm not gonna. I did not gotta play it. I already knew what's going on. I already know they're doing this whole thing by the update. Now, recently, MacBook also got updated few time during coronavirus time. So, MacBook will also, you will see there's some slight jump on a brightness at the middle of 2 a.m., 1 o'clock in the middle of a daytime. Even though you charge the MacBook or unplug the MacBook and you maxed out the brightness, you will still see something automatically is detecting maybe the sunlight or the indoor home light, and it's just jumping up and down, right? Now for MacBook, I don't care because MacBook got a big screen and you're not taking the MacBook to a sunlight like when you're driving by Google Map. You're not doing that over here, right? But at daytime, any app, I don't know about Macs because I only have one model for now, which is the iPhone 11R. It's ridiculously low brightness at daytime, even at nighttime, right? At daytime, you cannot see anything. It's completely dark, and I'm so surprised that none of these people on YouTube are actually even saying anything about that. It seems like they're just waiting for unbox therapy to show up and just start complaining, and then start everybody's gonna start making video out of it. Like you see how Apple sometimes play this shady game, and nobody thinks they think that Tim Cook thinks that nobody gonna find out. But obviously, I'm the first person with the detail orientation. I found out first, and I tested out everything. So basically, there's nothing you cannot do. You basically gonna have to probably move into Android because Android can take all this type of extreme type of setting. Only Android in the planet and Windows can do everything like high extreme point. You can max out the brightness. You can max out the Wi-Fi. You can make an Ethernet system on the Wi-Fi, high speed Wi-Fi internal and outbound. Like you can make the extreme volume, and if the volume is maxed out, you can also go to the software, do some modification, and increase the volume even higher, right? iPhone and Apple iOS. Forget about iPhone hardware. iPhone hardware, it's, I understand it's terrible, but it still can do a lot, right? But the thing is, if the software cannot let the hardware do all this thing, then it's not gonna happen. You cannot anything with the extreme based, even in Max, even an iPhone Max or 11SX, whatever it is, the top model, even on a MacBook Pro, even on a Pro, any Pro device they got, they will never let you use the highest and the top functionality ever. They just don't want you to do that. This is their Johnny Ive style. Like, hey, when you press the home button, it's gonna go like shh, and then you're gonna really to go back. You gotta do this with the finger like that all the time. You gotta do this. While Android give you 2 3 choice, and iPhone you gotta do like that. Like, why? In order to go back, first of all, I cannot reach my hand all the way to the top. You gotta do like that. After a while, your hand, it kind of get annoying. Like, it's just like, why you gotta do this all the time? Like, you gotta go like this halfway, then all the multitask shows up, and then when you go like that, then you disappear, and that disappear is so damn slow. My goodness, 1998 IBM is even 20 times faster than that. You go like this, you're gonna go back, you turn off the animation, the reduced transparency and all that is still disappear. It takes 2 seconds to disappear anything from the iPhone screen. That's how the software design, ridiculously slow in a passionate way and a stylish way of being slow. Like I never seen something like that. That to go press a button, it's gonna take you 2 seconds to go back just because the software designed like that. So iPhone is always slow on stuff like that, and they've always been like that. They will never give you the maximum level. Even in future, if they got the most i9 i20 processor, they will still give you the less out of less, period. Now with the reduced brightness, this is a very common situations right now. This is something just started. Just like how when Max came out and they were having some camera issues, they're having some charging port issues. I'm pretty sure some tech reviewers already mentioned that earlier. But right now, this is a brightness issues. Everybody's just being keeping their mouth shut. They think like, hey, you know what? It's probably my hardware. They're not too detail oriented. Most of the YouTubers and all the other tech reviewers, they're not complaining. They're just gonna watch my video and then they're gonna start opening their mouth like, oh, you know what? Tauhid 4K Tauhid was correct. He's right. You know what? Yeah, it is Apple's playing game. And then Tim Cook gonna find out, and then Tim Cook gonna go to his server, decrease the system. Like, you know what? 4K Tauhid already found out. So you know what? We're gonna increase the brightness. Because I thought they're not gonna find out, but we found out. So now we're gonna apologize. They're gonna apologize to everybody that, hey, you know what? We thought 4K Tauhid not gonna find out, but obviously I found out. So anyway, guys, when you go to the sunlight, when you go to the daytime, when you go outside with your iPhone, when you GPS your iPhone, you will see some significant dark screen. Even though you put a dark night mode on your Google map, you will still see it's ridiculously dark. You're really gonna have to take off your sunglasses to look at your GPS. It's just that dark. All right, and then there's a top on the iPhone XR. At the top, there's a little sensor. There's 2 or 3 pack sensors out there. If you cover it with your finger at sunlight, it still does not go up. I promise, it does not go up. This is their software gate. They're doing that thing, and they think that, hey, this is gonna oh, you know what, 4K Tauhid, we design our iOS. It's kind of not too smooth yet. It kind of increasingly go hot. So you know what, we made some software. There's some problems going on right now. We don't want people to find out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lower down the brightness, because that it makes the body more hot. So that's why they did that thing, because they probably have some issues going on. And iPhone is always hot. Android is hot but less hot, but iPhone, the moment you turn on, it is extremely hot, right? And the phone is metal and glass, is even double time hot. So they don't want people to find out it's already probably hot, and they're probably getting some in their analytics and algorithm or AI. They're finding out there's more hot than usual. So now what they did, by force, they lower down the brightness, and they think I'm not gonna find out. Right now, it's getting really irritating, the point that I'm about to go back to OnePlus and get the highest brightness and make the phone hot, and it's still not gonna do anything. Like, it will still work, right? While iPhone, when they have the built-in thermometer, when they notice some little bit of hotness, then they're gonna be like, you know what, we're gonna suspend the phone at the middle of a highway. When you're GPSing it, they will literally suspend it in the middle of a highway, like, hey, you know what, your temperature is increased, you cannot turn on the flashlight, you cannot turn on the camera, because our phone just too hot. And the glass and the metal aluminum on the body detect the sunlight, it detects the sun heats, so it got even more hot. So you know what, now you cannot use your phone. Same issues with the phone call. When you get a phone call, they don't want to give you a top, like Android type of pop-up, like, hey, you got a background call coming, you want to pick up or no? In the middle of a highway, you will get a call. You either cut the call or you either take the call. Now, if your boss calling, you cannot cut the call, because your boss gonna find out that, yo, a 4K Tauhid just rejected me, so I'm disappointed. So now you gotta really wait for them to finish the ring off. And if the boss call you second time, you're gonna finish the ring off the whole time. You make a mute on the side, and then until that, you cannot do the GPS, you cannot do anything. You just have to make the ring goes up, and then that's it. Oh, look at this, it just increased the brightness right now. Look at that, it just decreased, and then now it just increased. And right now in the middle of you see what I mean? Is how shady is this? Look at this. And Corona time, you gotta do this thing right now. Like, look, I just saw, like, literally, I'm doing the camera right now, it's increased and it just decreased, and I just caught it in my eye. Not even single person complain. I'm the first person who complain. I just wanted to let you guys know that you cannot do anything about that. You're gonna have to put some tweets. You're gonna have to spread some rumors. That's the only one way you can get this thing done. There's no hacks, or there's never been any hacks to get things done. But there's nothing you cannot do. This is their internal protocols. You cannot do anything on their software. So this is 4K Toy. I just wanted to let you guys know that this is how Apple way of doing things. They will they want you to do, when the call comes, they're gonna be always call come. When the brightness goes down, it's just gonna brightness goes down because they want it go like that. Their software is super slow, designed to be slow because they wanted to make it very rich, very smooth. They don't want the fast to no animation. So this is how Apple's way of doing things, and they're just being super slow. It's a super minimalist. That's the software, the world, the most minimalist software in the planet. Like, if you want to be rich, you gotta be minimalist like that. So that's the only one way you will go up. Otherwise, no. Where while Microsoft is giving you extremely everything maxed out, Android giving you maxed out brightness, maxed out speaker, there now you can even your phone is dark. You can't even see anything on your phone. Like, so anyway, guys, this is 4K Toy. Definitely subscribe to get some really next level informations from my channels. Recently my channel is growing significantly high. I'm like really shocked by looking at the analytics. It's like super increased right now. So definitely hit me up, subscribe, like, share with your homies, and peace out. Stay safe.